AI filmmaking just got ridiculously easy. You can now generate a storyboard image and turn that into an entire movie sequence with one click. You can say goodbye to creating every shot separately while doing manual tweaks and burning through your credits. This method is insanely powerful. It allows you to prototype your ideas faster. It lets you create consistent short films and also to test product ads, just to name a few. So in this video, I will show you a very simple 3-step workflow with which you can do all of this. After watching, you'll know exactly how to create storyboards that the AI truly understands and how to bring your ideas to life faster than ever before. And how to start creating those storyboards and to turn those storyboards into short films and such, I highly recommend using OpenArt's Smartshot feature. And as a regular user of this platform, I asked OpenArt directly if they'd like to sponsor this video, and they said yes. So thanks to OpenArt for sponsoring this one. Now let's get started with the video. And now to start using the Smartshot feature, just head over to openart.ai and click on video and Smartshot, or you will find a direct link to this page in the description. So we can go over here to the Smartshot and we can just click over there. And now let's start with the most basic example just to show how powerful this really is. So just an example, I will type in something like a man cooking a dinner in a Michelin star restaurant. And we don't need anything else. Now we can just hit preview shot plan. And after about 2 minutes of waiting, we get a result that looks like this. And you can click on here to expand it. And here you can see that this is now a full-on professional storyboard. First, the AI created this kind of a character reference. So we have the front view, side view, back view. We have the facial close-up, side close-up, and even some costume detail. Then we have the materials and textures. We have color palettes. And then we also have the environment. So as you can see, it is setting the scene. That is this kind of a kitchen in this case. We have all these pass heat lamps, burner lines, plating stations and such. And then we even have a kitchen floor plan like this. And then what we have next is the most important part. That is, we have the cinematic storyboard. So here's the shot number 1, then the shot number 2, the shot number 3, 4, and 5. And with all of these, we also have a short description of what should happen in each shot. For instance, here we have a 4-second shot where the AI tells a opening overhead descending view of the Michelin star kitchen in full control, the chef centered at the hotline, open kitchen pass with heat lamps and such. And in a very similar style, we have a description for all of these different scenes in our short film. And then at the end, we even have a lighting mood or some style notes that the AI should know before turning this into a video. And remember, we literally just told the AI that we want to have a movie where a man is cooking a dinner in a Michelin star restaurant. Nothing else. That's literally one sentence. Now, if you want to make changes to it, you can actually click on Edit Image. But for the sake of demonstration, let's just hit Generate Video to see what kind of a result we get back. And now here we go. Here is the result. Now that is pretty amazing, and it follows the script or the storyboard pretty much exactly. So in order to avoid spending credits, this is actually such a powerful thing to do, because creating a storyboard like this just costs what it costs to make one image. So this already allows you to see that you're going in the right direction, that you have the character and the consistency and everything in place before you hit generate. And even when you hit generate video, you can actually make sure that the video quality is low, so that just in case it comes up with some weird quirks, you can just easily hit regenerate without that costing you too much. And also, if you get a really good result back on a 480p resolution, what you can also do here inside OpenArt is just click on upscale and then click on resolution 1080p and then just hit generate, and you will get a much better looking result back in just a minute. And now let me show you how to take it to a completely different level, and something that other tutorials don't really mention. And that is the fact that I will also show you how to create a character. So for example, if you want to place yourself, or if you want to create a custom character before creating this storyboard, you can easily do that here in Smartshot. So once again, we can do something like a man cooking a dinner in a Michelin-star restaurant. But now instead of just hitting preview shot plan or creating the video, what we can do is click on characters and objects. And this allows you to choose a character. And as you can see, I have trained a character for myself as well as a couple of cartoon characters a while back over here already. But if this is empty for you, worry not, because this is ridiculously easy to do. So just click on create and then you can choose to create a character. You can start from an image. You can either describe your character or build your character from a complete scratch. Well, in this one, I will start from an image since I have a picture of myself that I want to use. So now all I need to do over here is just drag and drop the picture of myself into the view. And by the way, it's not just one picture, you can actually upload up to 4 images. So if you want to do a side profile picture, and also if you want to do a full body shot, behind shot, anything is possible over here. And then just give your character a name. For example, we can do me, and then you can even specify a voice if you want to, but that is completely optional. And you can also give it a background story if you need to or feel like so, but I'm not going to do that because I think this is just more than enough. So then we can hit create, and once you do that, your character will show up over here in the character section of the Smartshot feature. And then on top of giving this instruction and choosing your character, you can also specify an environment. So you can, for example, tell the AI on a separate window to create a picture of a restaurant, but for this one, let's just leave it blank because the most important part is this character and objects feature. So now, once again, let's hit preview shot plan. And actually, before we do that, this time let's create a high quality result. So the text is a bit more clear for you as well as the AI to see. So let's hit preview shot plan. And there we have it. Here is our AI storyboard. And as you can see, it is a similar one to what we did previously, but now it is exactly like me. So this person looks as close to me as it pretty much gets. So now what we can do is we can close this preview mode and just hit generate video. And here is the result. I mean, isn't that fantastic? Maybe the only part that I don't like about it is this one where I take the plate and then I basically just hide it over there. And then also, I don't really look like myself if you zoom in a bit closer over there. But other than that, what a fantastic piece of art. But now creating cinematic shots like that is just one use case, because what you can also do is create an advertisement using the Smartshot feature. And what I also love really much about this tool is that since the AI is creating the storyboard, it is also prompting itself. So you can literally use very simple prompts like create an ad of a phone or create a story of a cat and a dog or whatever it might be. You don't need to be a prompting wizard. You can use very simple inputs because this AI has learned how to write those cinematic and good-looking prompts. So just an example, here is a picture of a phone that I discovered from one of my older creations. I don't exactly remember if this is AI generated or some kind of a stock photo. Nonetheless, that doesn't matter because what we can do now is we can drag and drop this picture into the characters and objects section, and then we can give it a very simple instruction like this. Make an ultra premium phone advertisement. Make fast-paced cuts, that is 10 to 12 cuts in this short video. And by the way, this part is completely optional, so this is just for me to create more cuts, so I want to have a bit of a faster tempo or pace in the video. But you could easily get away by removing this and just telling the AI to make an ultra premium phone advertisement or just to make a phone advertisement. It doesn't really matter. The AI knows exactly what you are going for. Then if you click preview shot plan, you will get a result like this. So even though the original picture was very small and detailed like this, so it only focuses on a small portion of this phone, the AI can determine that, okay, this is likely an iPhone, and here's what it looks like in its entirety. And now it also creates these 10 different cuts for my video as I asked. So Normally it would only do like 3, 4, or 5, but now that I asked for a faster pace, it did 10. And then once again, if we're satisfied with this, we can just close up this, click on generate video, and here is the result. I mean, isn't that fantastic? So you can pretty much create any type of a video using the Smartshot feature with a very simple prompt. So for instance, if you wanted to do like a 3D character animation or a 2D cartoon series, you can do that here as well by literally just telling the AI what you want to see. But now, for the sake of transparency, let us be honest about the issues with this strategy as well, because that is something we should not shy away from. So first and foremost, the limit is still only 15 seconds. So you're only going to be able to create very short videos using this strategy. Also, this tool is still relying on the exact same AI models that are available on the market, so there is nothing too special about this. This is just there to help you save time from having to write prompts and redefine all these scenes one by one, but it is still using the same model, so just be aware of that. So even if you have a very promising looking storyboard, you might still need to edit individual images, and even after creating the video, you might still need to hit generate a couple of times. For example, this video that I just showed you with a phone, the original video did not turn out that well because sometimes we have 4 cameras and sometimes just 3, and also both sides of the phone seems to have a camera, which obviously doesn't make sense whatsoever. So I had to regenerate that once. But as I said, Smartshot is also pretty amazing because it allows you to create these very complicated and detailed storyboards with a very simple input. So you don't really need to understand prompting or any words or any keywords or that sort. You can just describe what you want to see and the AI will literally take care of all the rest. For instance, I wouldn't have any idea on how to do something like this if it wasn't up to AI. And also, since you get to create these kind of storyboards, you will be able to preview at a much lower cost and much faster as to what your video might turn out to be like, instead of having to wait for 15 minutes and spend hundreds or thousands of credits only to get something you don't really like. So here you get to see what's going to happen. You also get to edit every part individually so you have a better control. And then also you don't have to wait for the result that long. Nonetheless, that is it for the Smartshot AI storyboard feature. So if you want to create better videos faster and with better control, I highly recommend trying out this AI storyboard strategy because it is just so much better than the traditional way of doing things. Make sure to check out Smartshot. I have left a direct link to it in the description and you will also find a small discount there as well. But now that's it for this video and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good day.